this one teed up, and we are underway from First Energy Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. He's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll make it third down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now Collins. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no time.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead. They
will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board. And a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Play action. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You dropped an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. That is caught. It's Perriman. He's at the 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brashad Perriman, 79 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Going deep here for Landry. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 71 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And the Ravens taking the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They go again with Collins. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, Green, going on!
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. They stay on the ground with Dixon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! Going on! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Play action. Now Jackson. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Slow. Z.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, 47 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
All right, now, Lucky 56.
They run with Collins. Dances by him. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. Jackson on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now Jackson on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Breanne Body Calhoun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second down, Taylor. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for Alex Collins that time. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go play action with Jackson. Forced out to his left. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On third down, Taylor. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looking to throw on second down. Taylor throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. Taylor on target to Gordon for a Cleveland first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes him back to where they started. 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
He may try and run for this. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Let's go! 319! 319!
This is Collins on the handoff. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
No. Check. Patriot!
On 4th down, it's Collins. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Look at 56!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
All right, here we go. Green 30. Here we go. Green 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson to throw. And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Rashawn Perriman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
To throw on second down. Taylor flushed out right. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Oh, and Nelson spaced to operate. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Taylor now to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And is going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Taylor looking to throw on second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Taylor now to throw on third down. Steps away to his left. He can run, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Tyrod Taylor taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns add on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, now he bowls him over. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
It's caught left side by John Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Now it's Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Big chunks of yardage the last few plays, and the Ravens have another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They pitch it out to Collins, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! 3-19! Gun, gun! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson, now in desperation. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes us down deep into Cleveland territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead from 6 yards away. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And now running right through it. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, Johnson, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing now is Taylor. And that's caught at the And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards. Oh, Taylor going to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.